stop recording. I hit the button. How y'all doing, baby? It is Monday, baby. It's back to the grindstone, all that shit that we had to do. And guess what? We got to do it again. And, I'm out of breath. Excuse me, pardon me, all that kind of stuff. I came down here earlier in the day. I did about a good 40-minute rant. I was on a roll, baby. It was sounding good. And the only people that heard that rant were the three people that joined me on Discord, Sparky, Perry, and Dennis. They were on the Discord channel. I got to talk to them before I did the rant. I shut the Discord off, so the volume down on the button over there. Then I went to hit the button over here to start the rant. As I hit the wrong button, and I went through a whole 40-minute rant, and it did not record. It's not the first time I've done it. I can't believe it. I did it again. But it puts me at a handicap because my political advisor is warning me distinctly to calm myself down. My blood pressure does get up a little bit. A lot of you folks wonder about my blood pressure. I take a blood pressure pill every day, so don't worry about that. I do get excited. I do get my blood pressure up because I'm passionate about what I'm speaking. These things that face our nation today, they're bad, people. They're as bad as I've seen in my 65 years of life. I mean, I've never seen a government like this in my life, and so yes, I'm passionate about it. I get excited, my blood pressure goes up, and so I gotta not do that right now. Let's get to the mail. I had 4 pieces of mail today. The first one was from Sherry Zanalotte from Blesdell, New York, and I believe she's written to us before. And she's praying to keep my blood pressure down. So how appropriate right now. She also included a nice little money order donation there, so we appreciate that, Sherry. And I'm trying my best, dear, to keep the blood pressure down. I also got a postcard from Utah, from around Salt Lake City, Utah, from Susan Allison. And she says, keep up the awesome work, keep up the great work. And she loves the channel and watches all the time. Thank you very much, Susan. Stay tuned, baby. We're going to keep it rolling. And I got another letter from Utah. I got 2 from Utah today. And this is from Mike Hedgeton from Thompson, Utah. And Mike wrote that he got concerned because it seemed like I was stealing thoughts out of his head when I speak. Well, Mike, you know what they say, buddy? Great minds think alike, right? That's what they say. Anyway, it was a very nice letter. And Mike also included, I'm going to switch cameras here. There you go. Because Mike also included 2 of these spiders. He put this one on a little string here, on a wire. There it is. That's a nice looking spider, baby. Anybody remembers, I make my belt buckles, and I call them Spider Bend belt buckles. And Mike tells me that he made that out of one continuous piece of wire, and that is talent, my friend. When you can get the whole thing, he's got the blue dots on there and the eye. It's really neat. I really, let me get that up. I really like that. That is just so cool. Thank you, Mike. Mike does a lot of his work the same way I use my, when I make a belt buckle, I use that same twist type material there to get that rope look in there. And Mike, that's fantastic job, buddy. He sent 2 of this one and 1 for Mama. She's got hers upstairs. I'm going to find an appropriate position for this one. And let me go back over here. Oh. Anyway, I also got my monthly funny times from Paulette Halbeck. I think she's up in Plano, Indiana, I think. Paulette always writes to us every month. She's a loyal Blue Dot family member. Funny Times is something that she sends to me. She had a subscription sent to me. I love it. It's full of little cartoons, funny stories, and all that. And it takes the place of the Sunday funnies in my book. I just love that little thing. So thank you again, Paulette. I appreciate that. Every month it comes, darling. Well, what's going on, people? Well, it's Monday, back to the grindstone, all that stuff. And Donnie the air is a little tinged down here in Texas today because Donnie is down here in Texas. He's come down to do a rally for Ted Cruz. Eduardo Rafael Cruz, the self-proclaimed booger-eating future king of America, I think Bob Kincaid says. He says it all the time. I love the way he says it. Travis says he looks like the Zodiac killer. Anyway, Ted Cruz, the guy that stood up to Donnie during the campaigning back there. He really got mad when Donnie put a picture of his wife out there and insinuated she wasn't as pretty as Melania. Basically called Heidi ugly. And Cruz jumped up there and told him, Donald, you are a sniveling coward. Leave Heidi alone. Found his balls, I don't know where he lost them since then because now he's out there licking Ted instead of lying Ted because he's licking Donnie's ass to get up there in Houston to come speak for him at a venue that holds 8,500 people. Ooh, Beto O'Rourke had 55,000. I'm just saying, Ted. Anyway, he's come down here. Donnie says that he's not lying Ted anymore. He's beautiful Ted. Texas Ted, Donnie called him. Kiss my ass, Donnie. There ain't nothing Texas about Ted. Ted's just a sniveling little used car salesman, carpetbagger who came to Texas from Canada because he thought he could snivel his way into politics down there because, hell, he thought he could sell himself off as a racist, and he did. Anyway, remember when Ted said that one of the last things that we need, Ted says that we deserve leaders who stand on principle. That's what Ted Cruz said. What the hell happened, Ted? Because you're not standing on principle anymore. You're licking that boy's butt. You're wanting him to come down here and what? Talk about the Caravan and try to spook everybody, try to tell everybody down in Texas that, Beto's coming to get your guns, Hillary's coming to get Obama's coming to get. It's the standard line they use all the time with that Second Amendment shit. They try to scare the little pansy Republicans who that always gets their little panties in a wad there. They get all upset. Ain't nobody ever come to take anybody's gun away, but they would continually sell that little line to the ignorant little people down there who want, like I said, they get their panties in a wad. Ooh, the Democrats are going to come take my gun. Grow the hell up. Anyway, he's going to come down here and try to rile everybody up about the Caravan, which he is now saying is full of MS-13 gang members, criminals, and unknown Middle Eastern men. Are you shitting me, Donnie? It's not bad enough that you're trying to scare them with brown people that are coming up from Honduras. Oh, look, they're criminals. No, you want to throw in a few Middle Eastern terrorists just so you can scare the shit out of them. They had a lady that was interviewing some of those Trump supporters as they were going into the Arizona. I think it was the Arizona rally that he just had. And one old boy said, well, if you just shoot a few of them, the rest of them will just turn around. The mind of a Trumper, if you just shoot a couple of women and children, the rest of them will all get scared. They'll turn around and leave, won't come back. And another idiot was talking about how white women aren't having enough babies because of all the abortion in this country, and that the blacks and the brown people, the Mexican people, they're having all the babies and they're going to take. Are you shitting me? Have you ever heard anything more disgusting in your freaking life? Oh, we got to have more white babies. What is that going to make? If you raise them right, it shouldn't make a damn difference what color they are. You morons. It's just stupid. It bothers me when you hear Americans standing up there and saying ignorant shit like that. They all want to, run up to Utah and make their own little white supremacist nation up there, you little moron cockroaches. You're disgusting. We don't want your ass in our party. That's how come you're not with the Democrats. Little white supremacists, the neo-Nazis, all that kind of shit. You scramble over there to the Republican Party so they can wave the American flag and hold the Bible in their hand while they burn a cross and carry the rebel flag, and the Nazi flag and all that shit and proclaim themselves to be the pure. Are you shitting me? You're nothing but pure cockroaches. That's the Republican Party, baby. I hate to keep nailing on that, but that's what you've allowed into your party. That's who you become over there. If you're a Republican, that's the first thought in my head. Oh, Republican, what kind of racist asshole are you? Because it's just wove itself right into the Republican Party's platform. It's nothing but. Donnie tweeted out this morning, Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador were not able to do the job of stopping people from leaving their country and coming illegally to the United States. We will now begin cutting off or substantially reducing the massive foreign aid routinely given to them. Donnie's threatening to cut off any aid that we give to those three countries, Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, because they can't contain their people and they're coming up here and it's a massive thing and they're going to come across and rape your daddy and all sorts of nasty shit's going to happen, according to Donnie. To those three countries, we send about $180 million in aid combined to those three countries. $180 million. Oh man, that's a lot. No. And we have spent $147 million on the Trump family travel. That's just the Trump family travel. That's not including everything else. That's just moving their ass around everywhere they want to go to the rally, all that shit. There's $147 million. Donnie thinks more of his golf trips, his little family trips, and all this bullshit that he sends his family on than he does about the aid that we give to anybody. Donnie doesn't give a shit what aid is sent down there. Why do you think they're trying to leave, Donnie? Because it's what Donnie would call a shithole country. There's problems down there, and there's a lot of things we could do to help alleviate those problems. But they don't want to do that, baby. They love this mob stuff coming up. They're selling this as a mob of marauders coming up here to kill you. It's a caravan. No, it's not. It's a mob. They're people seeking asylum. That's what these people are doing. And he denigrates them and demeans them and demonizes them. That's Donnie's plan, baby. It works with his base. Hate works with them. That's how come the hate that we have to take that hate to the polls, baby. Because that's the only way we're going to stop this shit. I get off track on no one. It was a great rant a little while ago. Y'all should have been it. Y'all should have seen it. But anyway, he's down here campaigning for Ted tonight. No, I don't went and said that shit. See, I'll get all screwed up when I come down here and I do a rant and something went wrong and I got to redo it. It's difficult because I already said all this, and did I say it this time or did I say it last time? It gets on my nerves. Anyway, Donnie's not satisfied with the Saudi explanation. That's the story now as far as that Jamal Khashoggi being killed and murdered and chopped up into little pieces in the Saudi embassy over in Turkey. He says that not satisfied with the explanation. You remember just the other day he was telling us that it was very credible that what the prince came out there and said that it was an accident. Yeah, that's the ticket. It was an accident. There was a fist fight. Yeah, that's the ticket. They're trying to sell that bullshit. And Donnie, just the other day, was very credible. Now it's, we won't believe this shit. What are you going to believe, Donnie? Everybody in the world knows what happens. We're all waiting now to see what kind of bullshit story you agree to. That's the only mystery in this whole thing anymore. We all know what happened. And we all know you're not going to do a damn thing about it because, baby, hey, them Saudi Arabians, he loves them, baby. They spend millions on his condo, just like the Russians. He loves them because they spend millions on his condos. There's a trend there, baby. There's a trend there. And it all has to do with money and him, and it ain't got jack shit to do with you or this country. He could watch it all go to hell in a handbasket, and he wouldn't give a crap. As long as Donnie makes a little money. I had a little thing here written down there about Rand Paul and Lindsey Graham and Ted Cruz, the flip-floppers of the Republican Party. You know, the ones that stood up to Donnie. I'm gonna tell you. You know, tell him shit. Flake wrote a book, said bad things about Donnie. Next thing you know, he ain't running. Corker's the same way. I'll stand up to Donnie. I'm the louse. Are you shitting me? And pull out. Ted Cruz is gonna lose this damn race. I know he is, because Beto O'Rourke's out there. He's doing 6 town halls today, baby. 6. How many are you doing today, Ted? Ted, how many? Oh, that's right. You're going up to lick Donnie's ass tonight up there in Houston. Good luck with that, Donnie. I hope that Ted does you well there, cleans it out real good for you, because that's all he's worth up here in Texas. I want that man out of my house so bad. Beto O'Rourke is such an inspiration to me and everybody I've seen. I want him to go on to bigger and better things, baby. Make senator in Texas and make me proud. Because those are the kind of people that we're going to need to stand up for all of us. People like Beto O'Rourke, people like Eric Olguin in my district here. People willing to stand up and try to motivate people to do better in their life, to do better for Texas, and to do better for this country. That's what they're trying to do. That's what the new Democrats are trying to give that message. That we see what's happening over there. We see what is corrupted power over there on the right. Now, Donnie last night up in Nevada he said, we're looking at a major tax cut for middle income people. No, they're not. Nobody else. He made that statement in Nevada. Nobody else in the damn government knows anything about a tax cut for the middle income. Nobody knows. It's just a thought that he pulled out of his ass right there, because he knows we're just weeks before the election there. You know, nobody can go out there and do a bill to do a tax cut in 2 weeks. Hell no, but he can sell that message, baby. I'm going to give you a lot of money because I screwed you last time. He made a big point. Oh, it's not for businesses. It's just for people, middle income people. Because we screwed them last time and gave it all to the rich people. And now he's going to come along and try to sell some idea of a middle income tax cut. Are you shitting me, Donnie? You're a con man. That's all you are, baby. He's trying to sell another con to what used to be intelligent people. Yeah, I was on the Discord earlier in Perry from Granville, Grapevine, Texas. And he had gone to vote today, and there was a long line there, and he was inspired that Perry used to be a Republican. And he when I get on the Republican, we were talking after the show. I don't know if anybody's on there listening right now, but Discord is on, and they heard my rant earlier. And after the rant, Perry was talking, reminding me that he used to be a Republican, and that he is so ashamed of what the Republican Party has become. And that's the message I really want to get to that side. I rant and rave. I call them ignorant. I call them everything because I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated because, like I told Perry a little while ago, the best boss I ever had in my life cared so much about her people. Cared so much about people she didn't know. Demonstrated everything that a good person should have. She's a Republican. She voted for Trump. Hard for me to forgive her for that. I don't know where it came from. Because she hangs around with people that are assholes, is my opinion. But she was the best boss I ever had. She was a Republican. Used to not be this way, baby. There used to be some brains out there. There used to be intelligence that could spot this kind of shit, that knows bullshit when somebody's saying it, that knows when to call bullshit. They lost their way, in my opinion. They've lost their values, even their religious values that they espouse so often to me. No, baby, you lost them in my book. You left them on the side of the road. You dropped it to follow a golden idol, to follow a fake prophet, a false messiah, whatever you want to call his ass. One man's life is not worth it. That's what Pat Robertson said. And that bothers me so much that man that calls himself a Christian, that so many people call him. I'm sure the guy that said, if you just shoot a couple of them, I'm sure if you ask him, he'd tell you real quick, yes, I'm a Christian. American values used to go along with Christian values, I guess. They don't anymore, baby. They don't anymore. What the American values that this government that we have, this administration that we have right now, the only values they show us is the greed for money and power and the control of others. What are they coming out with? Some kind of, they're trying to roll back the protections for transgenders that have fought so hard and so long. The whole LGBTQ community has fought so long and so hard. And they want to roll back protections for them. Oh, you can't be anything but what your birth certificate said right there. There it is, right there. You can't do anything else but. You know, they're disgusting turds. They want to stick their nose into everybody's bedroom. You bet your ass they want to overturn Roe v. Wade. You bet your ass that they want to come up with more laws about religious freedom where they can discriminate to whoever they want to. They're going to come up with more laws and more laws about bullshit. Trying to control what you do in your bedroom or anywhere else, baby. Because, you know, that's their business. They got a right to know. That's what they think. They disgust me. Bolton's over in Russia, pandering to them and letting them know that the election meddling had no effect over here. So, well, we don't care. Y'all keep on doing it because it had no effect. Yeah, they ain't trying to stop Russia from doing it. Now they're telling me that they're going to pull out of the intermediate nuclear forces treaty that was signed, I think it was 1987 or something like that, that limits the production of intermediate range nuclear missiles. And, well, we're getting out of that one, too. Got out of the nuclear Iran deal. Hell, we'll just get out of all the deals. And Donnie's out there spouting his mouth about we need to build up our nuclear arsenal. Are we going back to the Cold War days, baby? Or are we just going to start cranking out nukes as much as we can, and they can, too, and then we'll all just get a whole bunch of freaking nukes, and then what? You know, that's what brought us to the table before, was the realization that what are you doing, you morons? You start a nuclear war, the planet dies. It's not a hard concept to conceive there. But people like Donnie, they don't give a shit. It's about money and power, baby. And nukes, boy, he just loves that shit. He's commander-in-chief. He likes to play this shit now. He was a coward when his country called on him. He's a coward now. He's hiding behind an office, our house. That disgusts me. It should disgust you that man stands up there and expects to be honored. He's the same person as Vladimir Putin. He's the same person as Jong Un. He's the same person as the guy in China who wants to take a rights away, or the guy in the Philippines who just wants to go out and shoot everybody. Those are the people that Donnie likes. Everybody that we have as allies in this world are all on the edge now. They're pushed out. We're doing trade wars with them, or we're screwing them over because they're not paying enough for our protection. Like a bunch of crooks is what we are. That's what they're turning this country into. And I want to stop it. I'm sure there was a whole lot of stuff I talked about before, and I've lost it. People, you know, it because after I do my rant and scream and everything is when I go to thinking. And when I go to thinking, it saddens me. It saddens me because everything is on the line this time, baby. We've got to have voter turnout everywhere. My state is gerrymandered to shit. It doesn't matter. We have enough people right here in Corpus Christi to make the difference. If we all come out and vote in this district, we can elect Eric Holguin. If we all come out, we can elect Beto O'Rourke. We can turn Texas blue. Tennessee could do the same thing there. North Dakota, Nevada's on the line. That's the difference it's going to take to change this. Because the work doesn't end on November 6th. The work starts on November 6th. But if we don't take control, we can't do anything. And we need to rescue this democracy. We need to save this democracy from the death that they are trying to kill it. They're trying to just kill it and tell God it died. Oh, I don't know, God, look at there, it died. No, it didn't. They're trying to kill it. Just like the healthcare, they're trying to kill it. Because it's not about healthcare. It's about profit care, baby. And And it's not about defending our country with a huge defense budget, baby. It's about defense contractors. Excuse me. It's about defense contractors. It's not about a big tax cut to save the country. It's about a big tax cut giveaway to the wealthy. Everything this guy does is a con. Everything he's ever done in his life is a con job. People need to realize that. That's what we're facing, a huge con, and there's a lot of people in this country that fall for that con by scaring them into brown people coming across the border. They're going to come get your guns, or transgender people are the problem, and them two guys over there getting married. We shouldn't let all of them black people vote. It's all that kind of bullshit that they sell, and we can't let them sell that shit. We've got to take that kind of shit off the shelves if we want this country to advance. That's about it. I wished I had all the fire I had before. Baby, this is already going to go up late, so I apologize like hell for being so late. And stay on the line, baby. Nobody can stay in the bunker this time. Everybody has to be on the line. That's the only way we walk out. Like, share, and subscribe. John Bertavo of Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Bertavo on Facebook. John Bertavo Speaks, the Blue Dot family over there. They're growing by leaps and bounds, baby. Go over, join the family, follow that page. Candy and Joe and Kat and Carrie and oh shit. And everybody over there is doing all they can to try to wave the pom-poms, keep you informed, and get you involved in this, because we all have to be involved. At Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter, out my truck window, baby. And anywhere else we can get this message out. I gotta make sure it's still recording. It is still recording. Y'all take it easy. We'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.